Hey everybody, what's going on? Avery Hamilton here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about who is Grant Cardone. Alright, so Grant Cardone is a character that I only knew since 2013. Been following him for about 4 years now. And I found out about Grant Cardone in my journey when I first got into the Marine Corps. And so I grew up in a lower class family, bouncing from house to house because my parents, they ended up divorcing, but they couldn't afford the bills, whatever the case was, right? And I grew up with the mentality that you always want to save your money. You always want to save your money. Now, this is very much the same that everybody else in society is taught in average families, okay? That's how you stay in the middle to low class, all right? Now, I went to college. I thought that it would propel me to something higher, but I dropped out in my first semester and I ended up joining the Marine Corps, okay? So I joined the Marine Corps in my first deployment. Within 3 months of being in the Marine Corps and out of boot camp, I deployed to Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, there's a lot of time to sit back and think about your life decisions and all of this crazy stuff, right? So I fell into a deep depression and I started going on the internet and going on YouTube. And that's where I found Grant Cardone, and I took it in based on the mindset. I didn't care so much about the sales, and I was in the Marine Corps. I didn't need sales per se. And so I took his mindset lessons in, and as soon as I started implementing every principle that he gave us, gives you so much stuff on YouTube, right? As soon as I started applying all of the principles that he teaches, my life just changed. My relationship changed. My leadership changed. My mind just got so much clearer of where I wanted to go. And amazing things happen, right? Because as I progressed through the Marine Corps, I ranked up faster than my counterparts that came in at the same time, right? So when I was a sergeant, all my friends, all my peers were still Lance Corporals. So that's a difference between two ranks. And so just based on the principles of his leadership that I took in and implemented, I ranked up faster. All right. So fast forward a couple of years, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I was debating on going to college or pursuing real estate full time. I ended up pursuing real estate full time, and the first couple months were rough, just like any sales job, right? However, I started paying attention to Grant Cardone's sales techniques and read the book Sell or Be Sold, 10X Rule. And like I said, I have his app, and just applying some of the sales principles to closing deals and follow-up and objection handlers. And it's allowed me to raise my business to a standard that I couldn't have done without implementing his principles. Now, I'm a huge proponent of not reinventing the wheel. Use what someone else has and learn from the mistakes of other people. And that's exactly what Grant Cardone allows you to do, is learn from his mistakes. He's been there, he's done that. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars on his way to be a billionaire. And why would you try and reinvent the wheel? It makes no sense. So what I'm using is Grant Cardone's principles that he teaches, because he's been there, done that. I haven't. And this year, I'm about 6 months into my real estate career, and I'm right up at $1 million sold, okay? The national average is about 2 houses, roughly about $250,000 to $500,000, okay? And I'm up at 10 houses, about $1 million sold, and by the end of the year, I'm on track to hit $4.5 million, okay? Which is phenomenal for a first-time real estate agent, okay? In a market where the average home price is about $100,000, give or take a few, depending on the market, okay? Now, Grant Cardone is the real deal, and I have made a commitment in 2018 to go to the 10X Growth Con. I tried in 2016, and I'm sorry, it was 17, and because I was still in the Marine Corps, I could not go. I bought a ticket and ended up having to resell it for a loss, but because I was still in the Marine Corps, I couldn't get the time off, so on and so forth, all those excuses aside. So at the end of the day, guys, Grant Cardone is the real deal. 10x your life. Follow him to 10x your life, and your life will be changed. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.